In this video, I'm going to show you ways that you can fix issues or problems that you're having accessing your router's web interface. So first off, let's look at the diagram here. So I'm on this Windows 11 system here, and obviously I want to connect to the web interface on the wireless or router here. So first off, what we need to do is ensure that we're using the correct IP address to connect to this device. So what we need to do is to check that IP address is to come down into search here and type CMD. And then we're going to right click on here and choose run as administrator. And we get the box that appears, so you just want to say yes to that. And then the command prompt comes up. So what we're doing here is we're typing ipconfig, and we're looking for the default gateway. Okay, so this is our wired or LAN device here. So we've got an IP address of 192.168.1.27, but the one we're interested in is the default gateway, which is 192.168.1.1. Let's go back to the whiteboard here. So your PC, we said, let's just put the IP address here. So it's 192.168.1.27. And we said the default gateway, which will be our router's IP address, is 1.1. Okay, so that's the default gateway. And what that means is basically when this machine is looking to go anywhere to any address, as an example, let's say this 8.8.8.8, which is the Google DNS, it doesn't know where to go. But I'll ask the default, the router, or the default gateway, and the default gateway also is your router, which then connects out to the internet and then connects to the DNS server. So the issue that you may be experiencing is you can't access the interface via the web interface that you want to do. So, okay, so what I've done is I've brought that command prompt over here, so it's nice and easy. So first off, what we need to do is prove connectivity. So what we're going to do is ping from this device to this device, this default gateway, to ensure that we can actually get there. So we use the command ping, which is essentially sending 4 packets of data saying, are you there, are you there, are you there, are you there, if you will. So we know it's 192.168.1.1. So that's the default gateway, as we learned before. And get replies. So what we can see is that 4 packets were sent, 4 packets were received, so that's good news. No loss, so that's excellent. And the average time was below 1 millisecond, so that's what we're getting 0 milliseconds there. So perfect. We can actually get to that device there. So that proves that connectivity. So what we can do then, you can access via, so like I said, there's 2 methods that we can connect to the router or default gateway on. In this scenario is https:// then the IP address of your default gateway. So in our case it's 192.168.1.1. Okay, so this is basically saying there's no certificate at the other end, so that's why it's giving this warning message. And that's just a protection built into the browser, so there we can resolve that by adding a certificate. But equally, if you do see this or you can't get to it via HTTPS, then what we can do is try using HTTP. So we just literally type 192.168.1.1, and there you can see you'll get the prompt to log into the router. So in this scenario, HTTP is the way. So we can try either way, HTTP or HTTPS, as we did previously before. So the other issue that you may have is that what browser you're actually using. So in our scenario, we're using Chrome, and that's working fine. But if that's is causing you issues, the other thing to try is actually use something like Edge and doing exactly what we did before, just in the Edge browser. So that's a top tip for that one. So if you're enjoying the video so far and like to see more content like this, please like the video and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Okay, so back on the screen here, what we can do is now we need to just go into the control panel. So come back down to the search and type control panel, and there we go. Like I say, it should come up with the icons. If it doesn't and you're seeing it in like a category form like this, just literally go view by and select small icons. Then if you go into network sharing, change a network settings on the adapter settings on the left hand side here, and then we've got our Ethernet adapter. And what we can do here is just literally right click and do disable, and then right click and do enable, which is a bit like powering on and off your device. So that's what we've done there, and we can see that we're back on the internet. So that's another tip that you can do. And then what we can do is then test that again in the browser to see if that works. That's another top tip. But like I said, we've seen in our browser that it's actually working, so that's fine. Go back to the whiteboard here. So we know we can actually access this router here. So in that last test, what we're doing is just restarting the network adapter on this device here, and then we would then just simply retest again. Yeah, so we just literally, as a test, we can then ping the router again. So just do ping 192.168.1.1. Yeah. Okay. And then another top tip, if you want to check that we've got internet access, what we can do is actually ping something on the internet, which is this Google DNS server. So that obviously is not local to this device, it's out on the internet. So we do ping 8.8.8.8, enter, and we'll get a reply from that device. And so 6 minutes, and an average of 6 milliseconds on that one. But another top tip we can do, and this is interesting, obviously, right, something I do probably at least a few times a week. So what we can do is do what we call trace route. So we do trace RT, and we do -D, which basically just means don't try to resolve the IP address, otherwise we'll be here all week. Okay, that started there. So you see the first thing that the PC did, as we said before, is it goes to its default gateway. So it went from RPC straight to default gateway, so the first hop. Now it's actually breaking out over the internet. If we see a request timed out even, that's usually a firewall that's there, that's not responding. But you can see all the public IP address. At this point, we're going across the internet, across all of these public IP addresses, probably routers out through the ISP, all the way through, and then we end up at our destination, so which is 8.8.8. So you can see the complete route from our router directly to the device that we connected to at the far end, or the destination device, and all of the IP addresses in between across the internet. So I always think that's a real top tip. It's quite interesting to see exactly what's going on there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.